Hi YouTube. Gosh, I didn't look in the mirror before I came on. It has been a very long time since I have seen you. I have my bottom brace in because the wire from my brace has come out, so I have my retainers in. What I'm going to show you before we sit down, because I know a lot of you will be watching this in playback. I am in Portugal. This is my work here. You can see I've been doing a little bit of sketching of elderly ladies, but I am in Arealos in Portugal. It's about 100 kilometres outside of Lisbon. I've just washed my hands there, but I've still got some paint on them. But I wanted to sketch my grandmother while I fill you in. This is a little line sketch I did of her. Do you know what? I'm going to grab all my sketches for you to see because I know you'll want to see them. And it's been so long. It's November. I think the last time I did a video for you was maybe in August. Tell me how you are in the comments. Can I chat? Yeah. Put them in the comments. I'm just going to grab my work. There's no Wi-Fi in my studio, so that's why I'm sitting up here. So tell me how you've been. Tell me what you've been painting. Please tell me in the comments. I think the last time I spoke to you, so you will know my dad died when I was 7, and then my mum met a lovely man called Des about 2 or 3 years after Daddy died in 94, maybe that was, and he passed away at the end of August. So that is pretty much the reason why I haven't been on sharing videos with you, just the grief process and life. Then I was awarded this residency in Portugal. I was also awarded one in Gran Canaria, but I decided on this one. So I am here. And I like to share with you because I feel like I'm doing FaceTime with you. I have found it really difficult just because it's so different from my life. Now, let me preface that by saying the work's not difficult for me. I could sketch people all day, every day. So that's what I started to do when I arrived. Hi. Thank you, Norma. Thank you so much. It does stunt you, doesn't it? Like grief and loss it resets everything. So I will in the new year. That's the way I have to say. I want to be here for you guys too. But remember, hundreds of videos for you to use. But when I arrived in Portugal, I was shell shocked. But I just started to sketch all these ladies, these beautiful ladies, and they all have different roles in the village. It's a very small little village. So we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. I'm on I think this is day 13 now, nearly into 2 weeks, and I have another week left. My husband said it's starting to get a bit more fraught at home without me. As you can imagine, meals were prepared. There was a lot of organisation before I came away, but I really feel like it's such a gift, and I'm not complaining by saying I find it difficult. I'm simply sharing that it has been very different from the chaos that I'm used to. Thank you. I'm excited for my new venture too, if a little scared. But I started sketching all of these ladies. There's a lot of them, okay? A lot of them. And I noticed a lot of these little ladies had bags. They had these gorgeous facial expressions. And then about day 3 of being here, I realized that my grandmother would be 100 tomorrow on the 13th of November. So during my time of being in the residency, she would turn 100, and I was simultaneously sketching and painting all of these beautiful ladies. This is a lady I saw in the chapel and took a quick sketch of her. And I just felt like I wanted to delve deeper into the role of grandmothers. Let me know if you're a grandmother. If you are a grandmother, sorry, my retainer makes my speak a bit differently. But the role of grandmothers in Portugal, the role of grandmothers in America. There's people here in the residency from Australia, Kazakhstan, Hungary, Budapest. So talking about all of that is in Hungary, sorry. But talking about all of those in Holland, and then also me in Northern Ireland, the role of my own grandmother. So just looking at the role of women in society, and thinking a lot about these women were once girls. And I think it's really easy to forget that the role of the grandmother is sometimes perceived as this soft, nurturing storyteller, when really, like, they have had a beautiful, exciting life, which has had loss and heartbreak, and has dancing and singing. So that has been a lovely part of the research. Just looking into that idea of, like, this statement, your grandmother was once a girl. And then I've done these ones as well, which are charcoal. I should do some charcoal demos for you. I know that I taught you how to do gesture drawings with them, but it would be nice to show portraits. I have gone back to my life drawing classes. Let me know if you also go to life drawing classes. It has been, hello, thank you. They're fun paintings, aren't they? There's a few more. Very expressive ladies. So I went back to, since Des passed away at the end of August, I returned to life drawing classes. So let me know in the comments if you have ever attended life drawing classes. So it's a nude model. For me, I prefer to sketch females in terms of, like, the effortlessness of the female body, the softness, whereas the male body I don't find. Maybe it's because I have 3 sons and a husband. I feel I have enough of that at home. But besides that, the life drawing classes have been really good for me to be back in my sketching. You inspire me to do art. Is that contour drawing of those older days? Contour drawing. Oh, that must be the wee ones. These are pen drawings. And that's the other thing that life drawing has done for me. So you have 10 to 20 minute poses. So you're really pushed. This is back in Northern Ireland on a Monday night. I've been doing that. And being back in, it's class, but as in there is a tutor there, but I'm just there because I want to draw, and he's a peer of mine, and we have great chat about different things that we like to do. So it really pushes the effortlessness of sketching people, and I think that's come through when I've been here. For those of you who've just joined, my internet doesn't work in my studio, so I'm going to go here so I don't lose you. So these are the big, massive sketches that I have done of the ladies. And then this on the floor is just little anecdotes about grandmothers. I have been asking my social media, and I'm asking you too, if you're happy to share with me. No names are used in any of the research that I do. In 5 words or less, describe your grandmother. So let me know, because that has been really interesting, pardon me, to be back, and to realize that it's very polarizing for some people to talk about their grandparents. A lot of people didn't know their grandparents, but yeah, let me know. Amazing sitting in it. Yeah, so this place, I'll give you a little tour. So I'm in Arielos. I'm here for 3 weeks. There are 7 of us, and this house is amazing. It's like a maze. I think it's quite dirty now. Let me just use a wee bit of towel to wipe this for you. So this is a printmaker. This is for monoprinting. One of the girls is from Martinique. So I've been speaking my very poor French with her. I just know that the internet might. So there's art everywhere. And then this is the entrance. It's very cool. And then I'll show you here. So lots of cool elements to the place where we're staying. We're all upstairs, and my room it's a child's room, I think. My feet hang off the bed, but I have the most amazing view all over the whole town. So that has been great. And just sketching these little ladies, I'll tell you a bit about some of them. So this little lady feeds all the cats. My son, my third son, who you've seen on here before, Abraham, would absolutely love to meet her. Hi, it's okay. Do you want to go to your studio? No, no. No, don't worry. I was just talking about you to my audience. I'm on my YouTube. But I can turn it around if you, okay. Nanai, bon nuit. Speaking my French, you see that, everybody? Bon nuit. She's been very patient with me. This little lady is the same one that you can see here, and that's really good for you if you are sketching. It's good to sketch and then to add colour. You will also appreciate, I teach you how to paint. I've changed my accent a little because people don't understand me here because my Northern Irish accent is so thick. I only brought red, blue, yellow, black, and white. I will grab my paints for you to see. I've been using, this is all I brought because there's nowhere in the town to purchase. It's honestly the quaintest, cutest little town, but there's no art store. So at the minute I'm running out of charcoal, my second packet, and we're quite close to Evora. So I feel like that's on the cards for me tomorrow. Pray for my driving. We do have a car here. I've been using Winsor Newton Professional, really good because the size of them, but as I tell you, paint with whatever you have. However, the quality, like look at those dreamy colors that you get. So I've been mixing all my own colors using red, blue, and yellow, black and white, which is what I teach you. And in the course, which so many of you have downloaded and I have not purchased, and I haven't even been pushing it. That's something I really dropped the ball on. But for those of you that have found my course, my 2-hour course on how to, your fast track to loose painting, I don't even remember the name of it. For those of you that have bought the $79.99, I think the code still works. I'll put that in the comments for you. But I know that a number of you have bought it and then you find me on YouTube or you've got it from the YouTube. I show you how to add figures to your paintings, but we use red, blue, yellow, black, and white. So I will always teach you that, same with all the free videos on here. But thank you so much to those of you. That's the other thing I'll get better at sharing what's on that course. It's just so many things to think about, especially coming away. It's felt. Winsor Newton is my favorite. It's so creamy. You're absolutely right. Creamy, lovely. The other thing that I brought with me was Indian ink. Don't know where Indian ink is. Did I do any Indian ink? I maybe haven't done any Indian ink. So that's good because with having so much time, I'm rinsing through all these materials and I don't know, I'm like, what am I going to do next? But there we go. I've done this video to remind me that I have Indian ink, and then they also had some left over from previous artists. So I brought my very fine brushes for that. And these translate very well into Indian ink because of the one line and it pushes you. These are quite like the gesture drawings that I talked to you about. And I think I'll leave it there. My granny's birthday, had she been alive, is tomorrow. That's 100. All my family is getting together. It was my idea, but my family's do that. I then decided to come to Portugal. So I have nobody to blame, only myself. And I wrote a poem about her. I'm on Substack, if you're on Substack. And then I'm going to read the poem that I made about grandmothers, not about my grandmother. There is one about her, but I will finish with this for you, which has had a really beautiful response online. So this is, I'm in Portugal in my residency, and I've been writing every day as well as drawing, sketching, everything to do with grandmothers and grand ladies. So the poem is called, sorry about the echoes in here. Your grandmother was once a girl. Her hair is wiry and a little thin, collarbone visible, hairs on her chin, a mass of curlers on the crown of her head, a familiar sight right before bed. But once she had hair down to her waist, combed with intention, love, and grace. Her lip stain was ruby, and her knuckles less so, a colour on her nails, and visible toes. Sandals with heels, and a handbag that's neat. She once graced the dance floor, I'm going to cry, all night on her feet. Her school years were simple, duties aplenty. Hopscotch in the playground, milk carton empty. Simple meals, meat and 2 veg. On days less fruitful, blackberries from the hedge. She is a matriarch now, but not always so. A voice indoors, yes, but often below her male counterparts simply because she's a girl. Stand straight, speak nice, give us a twirl. Expectations, to-do lists, she's had them all. Love and loss, bounce back from a fall. Your grandmother is forgetful, but that wasn't the case. The face of her lover, she knew every trace. We often forget her emotions were valid. They led to this chapter. Now we write the ballad. Her memory is faint, her body is smaller. Despite the large font, she's forever our scholar. The poem, the words of a poem she may never hear. Your grandmother was once a girl. Hold that thought dear. So that's a poem that I wrote. And you can let me know your thoughts. And if you want to share your 5 words about your grandmother or how it is being a grandmother, any of the above, I would love to hear what you're doing. Show me, I think you can add pictures as well of what you're sketching, but it is so nice to be back. There's been so many times, I think, just hit record or just make a demo, but we're not there yet, but I will be. And in the meantime, keep believing, keep believing in your ability, keep sketching, use all the free demos that are there. And if you're on social media, connect with me. You know, I always reply, I get round to it at some stage. So thank you, and hi to my lots of new followers, subscribers, whatever they're called. Bye from Portugal.